Sundila cleared PMP with all above target today. Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Mr. Isam Khan. Oh, one of my student, Palisa. Anirudh, we have Jangir with us. Ali, Abhilash, Sabir, Asad, Yo Manish, Abhishek, Mr. Jamal, Mr. Amer, Alvin, Neha, Mr. Raju, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Said, Dash, Ghulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tariq, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Niju, Abraham, Wasim, Ahmed, Janjua, Aj, Usman Khan, Afzal Ali. So here we have my 100 certified PMP in 2022. Whenever I see this video, this actually makes me happy. I don't know about other people, but it makes me happy seeing 100 certified PMP in 2022. And now I can say it with a proud 110th certified PMP in 2022. And Sindhila, let me share something to you. Today, three students are giving exam. So let's
Oh,
see. Yeah, let's hope. And one of the student was giving the exam in same center as you were. So let's hope for that. Let's start with the journey of Sandila. Now the journey of Sandila is very interesting, very different from all other people because of multiple reasons. Sandila, this is your journey. I'm always the person who is talking. So please go ahead. I want you to speak today.
okay. So actually, my journey started when I met you. And after that, I was exploring the options for my career growth. And you suggested me PMP and you give me all of the videos to go through that how it can impact the career related to the software industry. And later, literally, you convinced me that I should do the PMP. And I took the course with you. And after that, in those 2 weeks, I thought that once I'm done with this course, then the next thing that I will be like PMP in the first week of the January. But it was just a thought. With like the previous years, I have built a habit of procrastination due to my work habits. It has been like there are no regular shifts, they vary, and most of the time workload is too much to manage. And this happened the same after when I was done with your course, and I delayed it and delayed it till you were pushing me to read it, but I was just like giving 1 hour or 2 or maybe, but not with the full focus that I should have done. And I literally focused on the PMP when you took a promise for me to give 3 hours per day, and that became serious for me. And in the past 2 weeks, it has been really amazing experience for me to go back into my full learning skills. I have been not doing it for a long time, and the way that you pushed me for the daily mocks with the readings and plus the reading material that you provided me, you assessed that I'm not like working in the full pattern with the videos, and you provided me the reading material. So that was like the kickstart for me from where I started really enjoying learning PMP. And after that, I continued, and here I am.
Thank you.
Finally, I
Thank
have done it.
Thank you, Sindila, for sharing it in an interesting way. I will add it. First of all, Usman Khan, my co-facilitator from batch 15, is saying, congratulations, Sindila. This is indeed great achievement. Talha is saying, congratulations, Sindila. Your batchmate, Pawan, is saying, congratulations. Saber Jamil, my co-facilitator, is also saying, congratulations. So let's just put a little bit step back. So me and Sindila, we met at emotion intelligence training, and I told everyone I'm a PMP trainer, and she's kind of a very skeptical about everything. I have to say that. So she's like everyone was there when I told I'm a trainer and things like. They started asking, said, she didn't even cared about, but we made a group about emotional intelligence, and then one day, out of blue, she asked me, okay, if I want to do PMP, how can you help? I shared her the material, and I was like 99% sure she's not gonna do with me because I was his colleague, and plus And interestingly, we have gone to the same university. UT Lahore, she did computer engineering and I did mechanical. So we always have a clash between computer and mechanical. So I said, okay, I don't think so. She's gonna do, but I gave her the videos and I thought, okay, that would be it. But after a few days, she said, okay, if I start doing PMP, when can you do? According to me, if you can actually study, and that's what I told her, in 1 month, it is easily, as Usman, her batchmate, did, and many other did. She joined the batch 15 program, everything was going very good, and she stopped studying. She was saying just few minutes back, I was giving 2 hours. She was not giving 2 hours. She is now friend. I can say that with 100% confidence. She was not giving at all the time. But things, what happened one day? I was getting her update. She said that videos bored me, and then I gave her a document and she studied that document, and the value she provided me after reading the document, that was amazing. I asked her, do you like to watch videos? She said no. Sorry, why you haven't told me? And again, being skeptical, she said, you never asked. Then I gave her a document. She read it again. Another document. She read it again and she started asking question with such a depth that actually shocked me. Then I asked her, okay, Sundila, make a promise to me. She said, okay, that you will study for 1 month for 3 hours daily. I said, study for 3 hours for 1 month and you will have PMP. She was again skeptical, but she said, okay, I believe you. Let's do it. Now, instead of giving her videos, I have transcript of everything that we do. I have written thing, audio, everything. Instead of giving that, I put my content writer to edit that and started giving that transcript to her. Stakeholder, communication, agile. And she moved with such a quick, instead of giving 2 hours, 3 hours. First 2, 3 days, yes, it took her time to get into the habit of procrastination, but she started enjoying that thing. So instead of 3 hours, she was giving more time. I have to say that. And thank you for that. I know that for a fact. So she started giving more time, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And guys, in 11 days after she became serious on 17th of March. After 11 days, here she is, certified PMP. And not just PMP, PMP with all above target. And why even it took 11 days? It could have been done in 7, 8 days. I asked her like at 6th, 7th day, like I would say on 20th of March, have you filled the PMP application? She said, I filled it, but I did not submit it. Now, being in discussion with her, I know what does that mean. This means she has not even started. Then I asked her, okay, I know you are a project manager. So let's submit the application. Then she submitted the application. It took 5 days, 6 days to get approval. On Friday, this Friday, the application got approved and we were doing full mocks. I told her, you are ready. Let's give the exam on Saturday or Monday. Then we selected Monday just to be double sure. I don't want to be too hurry and make a mistake in there. And she did that, and now she's a certified PMP. And let me just share a few things with you guys. Sundala, in full mocks, what were your scores?
72, and then it got to 80, but mostly above 70.
Above 70. And even in the six people and six process, most of the time, although 1, 2 time you went down, the score was above 70. Right?
Yep.
Interestingly, while she was doing 50 question, she almost never gets 70. And the reason was your learning style. Guys, this is everyone who is watching video now and who will watch later on. Please, you are my student or you are doing it yourself, identify your learning style. This is key takeaway from this journey. Here we have this amazing woman. Only once she identified her learning style, she started doing it. She started jumped in the career. I say it so many times. If you work on your strength, you become legendary. If you work on your strength, you become legendary. If you work on your weaknesses, you will become not so much. Now, video is her weak trait. She does not watch that many movies. She does not watch that many things. Uh, she loves to read. So once you identify that, you work on to that. For me, I learn by video. For majority people, they learn by visual. But understand there are people kinesthetic, auditory, and visual learner. So identify every single person, and those people who are watching this video, please put it in the chat box. What is your learning style? And if you don't know, maybe this is the time for self reflection. This is the time to understand what is your learning style. Ghulam Muhammad Usman, this can be a difference between success to very big success. Okay, let's talk about this thing. Let's come to the main topic. So you booked the exam, you went to the center. Now, can you please share the experience of the center, please?
Um, it was SL Innovation in the model town, that which was selected for which actually the center was available.
The only
And
actually we selected, we were going for Corvid in Lahore, but it was not available. Then we selected one more center that was also not available. So the only option was to go there. So we went there. Please, then.
yep, I was there almost at 11:15 because I'm not good with the navigation, so I have to find everything. So after finding it, I was there at 11:15, and I sat around, like I relaxed myself there, adjusted to the environment, and then after like 20 to 25 minutes, they started my sign-in and the check-in process, and it was 12 p.m. in the noon, and I was the only one giving the exam at that time.
Okay.
So that was also a huge plus for me because I prefer silence. I
Ah,
noise, it really distracts me. So my first 60 question, it went very well. It was like that I'm sitting at the home and I'm just doing the mocks like I have been used to do in the past weeks. And honestly, it was just like that because the questions, the pattern, everything was similar. Just there was no pause button. So you have to make sure that.
you have to make sure that. Okay.
So overall, the center is good. It's okay, and the services for the persons, they are also very cooperative in all of the manner. So initially, I completed my 60 questions. I think I completed at around 155 minutes was remaining when I was done with the 60
So
questions.
means 75 minutes. You took 75 minutes, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I took a break as you instructed. I took chocolate with me. I ate it. I actually get downstairs. I took a walk around the building and then I came back towards like on my seat to resume the
Mhm.
exam. And actually going out for the building is was like pretty refreshing because it gives me a very minor break from my
Mhm.
all of the context that it was going in my head about the exam. So I was pretty fresh when I came back for starting the remaining questions. And at that time, then another student joins me, and then there were like two persons in the room, and there were more tension because if you're single, you know that you're working on it. You can like speak out loud, do the elimination techniques and the root cause by sitting alone over there. But then you have to manage yourself, have to think about it. So, we have a second person in the room, and there is more tension because how he is getting tensed. So, um, the next 60%, it took me like 5 more minutes. You can say I took 80 minutes for resolving the next 60 questions.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then again, I took a break and I ate the chocolate. I did exercises, I did the walk, and then I came back for like resuming the test. And the next 60 questions, they were pretty easy. The last part was pretty easy. Although there were some long questions over there, but those were like the simple ones that you can simply select it, you can read the definition, and you can be done with the question. And I was not tensed at that part, but the most tensed part for me was clicking on the finish button to see the results. And I completed like 8 minutes before like the time. And then I was waiting for the results. And when they presented me the screen, I missed the congratulations word. And I was so confused that either I am fast or not. And after like doing a you know, deep breath exercise, then I relaxed myself and then I checked it and there I was fast. So yes, that was all of it.
Now that's an interesting thing. The way you presented it, it's really an interesting thing. So your other people are saying congratulations. Surinder is saying congratulations, good vibes. Kalim saying congratulations. Gulzar, my one of the biggest co-facilitator and my supporter from last 3 years is saying congratulations. James is saying congratulations. Kalim, you did join few days of batch three, maybe fourth day. So he's saying that he did enjoy solving those mind maps with you. Okay, so Sandila, let's talk about a little bit more. Which area of the exam was more dominant?
Mostly it was related to the people management.
Okay, mostly it was related to the people management.
People
And
management, like
what about
mhm.
agile?
um, in some questions the agile technology was mentioned, but in other few it was not mentioned either it's agile or predictive. It's just that what will you do as a project manager? There were conflicts, there were situations where, you know, team performance is related question and these things.
So the questions were mostly from like people was the most dominant thing, but it's not just agile and predictive. Everything was there in the exam. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Okay, so which was the most troubling area for you?
I think it was related to the conflicts in procurement. There was like the options were pretty convincing
Hmm.
to select the most, you know, you can there's a second right answer for that, but if you have to like see deeply inside the question and then you can identify that what exact area it's targeting, and that gives you the hint that
Hmm. Hmm.
how you're
And
going to select your answer.
how many formula questions were there?
Actually, there was only one, and it
Hmm.
was not exactly calculating uh, the percentages and the other things. It was just that you have to like identify the cost variance and then you have to like translate it that how this what this means in simple words.
What does this mean? So that's an interesting thing to put in the context, how that worked out and how those things were working. Okay, okay, Sandila, how many drags and drop questions?
There were two.
There were two drags and drop. Okay, and how many questions with more than one option?
Um,
MCQs in which you have to select more than one or
yep.
two options.
You can say maximum up to seven.
Seven. There were seven questions. Any true, false, or fill in the blanks?
No,
No true, false, no. So that's an
almost
interesting.
all questions were scenario based. That what
All
you are
questions.
gonna do.
All questions were
And there
scenario.
was like the consistency. If like the question is one line, then you have a long options. You
Hmm.
have to read through the exam.
Hmm.
And either
So,
the question is very long.
so interestingly, reading was your strength. So
Yep.
you must have enjoyed it. So now that's the interesting part of the PMP. Like it, there was no video. It is entirely your strength domain was there. So that's why you enjoy it. Okay,
Yep.
Sundila, how many audit questions were there?
If I can remember, it was not more than three.
Okay, risk, quality, procurement.
There were some questions related to the risk that, for example, if a risk has occurred
Hmm.
or you have identified the risk, then what
Hmm.
is the next step as a manager you are gonna do? That
Okay.
was it was also like the purely the scenario based.
Hmm.
It was not exactly like the simple question, let's say either you are gonna go with the threshold or what is like the difference in the, you know, approach for the risk. The whole scenario was given in the question And then it was asking that what will be your step as a project manager.
Okay, okay, makes sense.
And
That
one more interesting thing was that um, different stages were mixed with a
cannot
different plan.
different stages with different plan. You cannot share the exact question just to put in the context.
Yep.
Yeah, you cannot share that is against the PMI rules and regulation. Okay, because Sandela, anything else you would like to share from the exam perspective?
The biggest thing that helped me it was the elimination technique.
Root cause
Getting the
analysis.
question gone. Yep.
How much root cause
First,
analysis?
okay, sorry.
Please go ahead.
The first thing that I did, how did I approach the exam was that first understand the context, do the elimination techniques, and do the root cause analysis on the right questions. That if you're gonna select, what will be the option and why. So that was like the my pattern that I used to resolve the questions.
Okay, okay. So that was your basically think how you are gonna solve root. Okay, okay. Let's Sundila, you have given us a good information. Your final advice to PMP aspirants.
Final advice. For me, from my side, it will be like trust your coach. He knows you. He knows your styles. He knows your strengths and weaknesses. And just follow him. And when he says give the exam, give the exam.
Thank you very much, Sandila. It has been a treat, really treat recording your interview. Now is the most important part. You know very well your batch has done a fascinating job. Usman, Abhishek, Hasib, everyone in the batch 15 has done a fabulous job. Now I need it from your side. Each one, teach one is the mantra that I am preaching. We have built a PMI community of ourselves. How we not only help each other students, how we guide them, and how we make sure that each certified PMP becomes PMP in the minimum possible times. Let's walk into that, and I need your support into it.
Yep, you have.
And my final thing, you worked really hard for past few days. I know, like you were working till late night, studying and doing all those things according to the specific instructions. Now is the time. Maybe if you have an off day today, go to some place, have a good dinner with the family, enjoy the real life also, because there is no doubt it's a very big professional achievement. So once again, congratulations and thank you for joining the PMP program.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow.